Hi, welcome to Introduction to Scratch. In today's class, we're going to learn about Scratch. Let's get started. So, what is Scratch? It is a block-based high-level programming language. It was developed by people at MIT for ages 8 to 16 as a visual language. It is very simple to learn. You can create games and stories by snapping colorful blocks together, like Legos. Let's get started. The first thing is to sign up. Go to scratch.mit.edu. You should be able to find Join Scratch at the top right. Click on it and fill in the username and password that you can remember. Then you'll be prompted to answer some questions. Once you do that, you'll be all signed up. Let's create our first project. You should be able to find Create on the top left. Click on it. Once your project is created, you will see three areas. The toolbox is on your left, where you will find all the blocks to build your code. In the middle is the workspace. It's the area where you connect blocks together to create your projects. And finally, you have the stage on the right, where you can see what your code does. Within the toolbox, we have blocks under 9 categories. The first one is motion. Within the motion category, you'll find blocks that make your characters move. The second one is looks. Within the looks category, you'll find blocks that change how your characters look. The third one is sound. Within the sound category, you'll find blocks that let your characters make sounds. The fourth one is events. Within the events category, you'll find blocks that act like the start button. The fifth one is control. Within the control category, you'll find blocks that guide how your program runs. The sixth one is sensing. Within the sensing category, you'll find blocks that help your characters detect things. The seventh one is operators. Within the operators category, you'll find blocks that do math and handle text. The eighth one is variables. Within the variables category, you'll find blocks that are able to store information. The ninth one is My Blocks. Within the My Blocks category, you'll find blocks that let you create your own blocks. Now that we understand what Scratch is and how we can work with it, let's create a Pong game to better understand it. The objectives of our game are 1. Choose ball and backdrop 2. Add ball movement 3. Add paddle 4. Ball, paddle interaction 5. Upload your own sprite 6th. Add score. Click on the Choose a Sprite icon on the bottom right. Choose any sprite that you like as your ball. Click on the Choose a Backdrop icon on the bottom right. Choose a backdrop you like. Your stage should look something like this. Now, I have a quick question for you. What do you think this script means? If you guessed that the character would move forward infinitely, you'd be right. Good job! Now, let us focus on the ball movement. From the motion category, drag and drop, move 10 steps into the workspace. From control, drag and drop the forever block. From motion, drag and drop, if on edge, bounce. Then drag and drop, point in direction 90. Change the value from 90 to 45. Then, from events, drag and drop, when green flag clicked, into the workspace. Put all the blocks together. It should look something like this. What do you think happens when the green flag is clicked? If you guessed ball bounces off the borders at an angle of 45 degrees forever, you'd be right. Congratulations! Moving on to the paddle. Click on the Choose a Sprite icon on the bottom right. Choose any sprite that you like as your paddle. Drag your paddle near the bottom of the stage and center it like so. Grab Set X to __ from motion. Then grab Mouse X from sensing. Put the Mouse X block within the Set X to block. This allows you to move the paddle as you move your mouse, but only on the X-axis or horizontal. Then, grab Forever from control. Grab When Flag Clicked and put it on top. Finally, snap them together. What do you think would happen when you click the green flag and move your mouse? That's right, your paddle would move as your mouse does horizontally. Now for the ball paddle interactions. Click on the ball to go back to the ball's code. Grab If, Har then Sios from control. Grab Touching Mouse Pointer from sensing. Change mouse pointer to paddle. Grab Turn 15 degrees from motion. Change 15 to 180. Grab Move 10 steps from motion and change 10 to 15. Put When Flag Clicked on top of the code. Put it all together. Try the code. Why doesn't it work as needed? That's because it requires the forever block. So, grab forever from control. Put it around the if-then loop. Grab wait 1 seconds from the control. Change 1 to 0.5. Put it within the if-then loop after the move statement. Now for when the game is over. If the ball touches the bottom of the screen, then game over. Click on the Choose a Sprite on the bottom right. Choose the line sprite and drag it to the bottom of the stage. Now, if the ball touches this line, it's game over. So, for when the game is over, grab if stays then raise from control. Grab touching mouse pointer from sensing. Change mouse pointer to ball. Grab stop all from control. Grab forever from control. Grab when flag clicked, and put it all together. Finally, let us add a score counter. Click on ball to go back to the ball's code. Click on Make a Variable in the Variables category. Name it Score. Then press OK. Grab Change My Variable by 1 in the Variables category. Change my variable to Score. Put it within the if-then loop. This should give us a running game with a game over scenario and a score counter. Run it and try playing it. Now it's your turn. Let us make the game a little bit more complicated by adding levels to it. So, your score should reset to 0 when you start a new game after you lose. Your first backdrop should be the first level. Once the score is greater than 5, then it becomes level 1 and the backdrop changes. Try and make multiple levels like this. Pause here to try it and come back. Here's the answer. This includes multiple levels. While you add the switch backdrop, select different backdrops so that you can actually see the change on your stage. That is all for today. I'll see you in the next lesson.